10 compliment-worthy signature scent fragrances. Let's talk about it.
Here's some codes to save you some cash on your next Middle Eastern niche or designer fragrances.
What's going on, guys? My name is Neve. Welcome back to AROMATIX. Today we're going to be about 10 signature scent style fragrances. Each one of these could be a signature scent for a different occasion or season. So we're going to start off with some of my most complimented ones. And I think because of the fact that it's been out for such a long time, I've just gotten a numerous amount of compliments. This one is one that you either love it or hate it. It does this whole Ambroxan DNA with some incense, a Middle Eastern take on the whole Sauvage, if you will. Versace Dylan Blue. Look at that dent. It does not lie, okay? I've gotten so many compliments of this one, but I will say the first maybe 2 months of this fragrance, I really didn't like it. It's only when I smelled it on a friend of mine that I was absolutely intoxicated with the way this one smelled in the air. In the air, this is absolutely intoxicating, but now I actually enjoy it even up close, I guess. Love it. Number 2, also a signature scent of mine. This one I wear more so in every season other than the winter, basically. Chanel Allure Homme. It's a more classic and gentleman type of DNA, basically a more mature type of DNA. A classic fragrance that I find still relevant to this very day. Very signature scent worthy and one of the best office fragrances you can rock, gentlemen. Don't sleep on this one. This is my second bottle. And although I haven't found myself reaching much towards this one lately because of testing, an excellent office or even school fragrance or going to college. Allure Homme. Really good, inoffensive, compliment worthy. This next one is also another utility knife, and maybe it just isn't gonna do as well during the high summer heats, but this is the best one from the Lhomme DNA of YSL. I love Lhomme the original. I find that DNA to be the absolute best. There's something about it that makes it much more than just a generic fragrance, to me personally. This is a better version of it. It's YSL Lhomme Eau de Parfum. It takes that DNA, yes, it adds a little bit more of a sweetness, but it also packs a punch. It's like if you took the original and just added some concentration to it, you end up with this one. Nowadays, YSL Lhomme really isn't worth it. I don't get more than like 3 to 4 hours. If they reformulate it even more, I wouldn't be surprised. But skip it all together, gentlemen. Go with this one. 10 out of 10 signature scent fragrance, easily. Personally, a close to my heart designer, YSL Lhomme and La Nuit de Lhomme, but this one, 10 out of 10 all year banger. Next one is Born in Roma Eau de Parfum Intense. This is much more of like a fall, springtime, and even wintertime scent profile or DNA. It does something different than the original, while the original is easier to get away with even during the summertime, and it still deserves a place as a signature summer scent, especially if you like more woody fragrances, that's your go-to. But this one, it's gonna be more spring, fall. It does some leather, it does some smoky vetiver, etc. It's much more attention grabbing in my opinion. So while as the original is probably better for the summertime, I find this one to be a great transitioning fragrance, which will lead me into the next 10 out of 10 signature scent fragrance for the winter, fall, and maybe spring nights. I personally would rock this every single day. Like even during summer nights, you could easily rock this one. Best signature scent overall, the best out of the entire line, and this lineup is a really good one in my opinion, especially in the designer realm. This is Coral Fantasy, easily a 10 out of 10, and for me, I like more sweet fragrances, so I would go with Coral Fantasy. This, however, does serve a different purpose, so it deserves its spot in this list. The original one I find to be too simple for just a summer signatures fragrance, and that's why it's not on this list. Still a good one, but Coral Fantasy, it's wintertime, springtime, fall time, love this stuff. Excellent fragrance. It takes that DNA, adds more of a sweetness, some gourmand aspect to it, compliment getter, head turner for sure. Next one is all year round as well. Maybe not the best during the wintertime, but I've rocked it plenty of nights during the winter and days during the winter, and it just a smell good, feel good fragrance. It's Prada Lhomme, the original. NAROLI Iris, fabric softener vibes, and much more than that. I've gotten so many compliments. Don't underestimate the value of smelling clean to a woman. Compliment getter for sure. Prada Lhomme, easy. Another one is probably going to be fall time, maybe colder fall days and winter specific signature scent. I don't think this is gonna do good in the summertime, and I'm usually one that wears more testy fragrance during the summertime. So if it's coming from me, you know damn well you shouldn't wear this during the summer, for sure. This is Boss Bottled Elixir. I actually really like this one, and I think it's pretty underrated. I enjoy this one a bit more than Sauvage Elixir. There's much more to it in my opinion. Much more resinous, ambery, the frankincense just hits home for me. I love this fragrance, and it's a 12 out of 10. Boss Bottled Elixir. Fantastic, underrated. Next one is like the office goer's signature scent all year. All year. For that reason, the versatility alone makes this one also a 10 out of 10. Much similar to Versace Dylan Blue's versatility, although it does a whole different type of DNA, obviously. No resemblance to that one. It's much more of like this classic barbershop-y gentleman fragrance with the addition of iris, lavender, some other nuances. This is Armani Code Parfum. Simple, classic, timeless DNA. Fresh, it's got cleanliness, inviting lavender to soften things up, and some base sweetness with the addition of iris. Fantastic fragrance for office goers, school goers, university, and I wouldn't really say the gym, but a fantastic fragrance for all year round versatility king. And even sometimes you can get away with this like lunch dates, coffee dates. Classic DNA with a modern take. Armani Code Parfum. I love this next one because you can get away with it not just during the summer, but also during the spring and fall time. I would keep this more summer and spring and maybe beginning of fall. This is Polo Red Parfum, one of the newest red flankers. Doesn't get much love, but I absolutely love this one. Super addicting blood orange, bergamot, and pepper opening. And then it also has like this cooling, refreshing vibe from this absinthe. And you also have this lavender, some orris to kind of thicken things out with a base of some woods and musk. A fantastic fragrance. I love this stuff. Has an aromatic and tonic water type of vibe to it, which makes this one very addicting to me. Actually, blood orange and a lot of fragrances, for me personally, are addicting stuff. And it also lasts about 8 hours. This is not spoken of much, deserves much more love, and an easy signature scent. A 10 out of 10 signature scent fragrance for me personally. Summertime, you know, warmer weather climates, but much more versatile than just hot weather. You can easily get away with that during the spring and maybe even the fall time. Lastly, for me, is the best Acqua di Gio for summertime and even during the springtime. A lot of the Acqua di Gio does something a little bit salty or bitter off of my skin. I don't know why. I love the Absolute on paper, but on skin, it's just terrible. This one doesn't do anything funky. Profumo, the discontinued, and now Parfum or whatever it is, man, with the patchouli and incense. I wouldn't really recommend it for the summertime. This one, however, I would. The best one. Acqua di Gio Profondo. Easily a 10 out of 10 signature scent for the summertime. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 10 out of 10 compliment-worthy signature scent fragrances. Let me know down in the comments if any one of these you've signature scented. And while you're down there, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Until the next video, peace.